Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we have another product review. Today's product we have is the bodybuilding.com signature pre-workout. It's the bodybuilding.com standard pre-workout they have. Today's flavor we have is the watermelon freeze. We're going to do our standard review. We're going to go over the price, the ingredients, the taste, and let you all know at the end, is it worth it? Should you spend your money on it or pass and look for a better option? If you want to know the answer, stick with us and let's find out. Now we're moving on to pricing. For the bodybuilding.com pre-workout, pricing on this one as of recording in this video is $34.99. There's 30 servings in a bottle. That ends up coming out to $1.17 a serving. As far as pre-workouts, that's a little bit on the cheaper side. I usually am looking probably in the $1.30, $1.40 range for a good quality pre-workout. So that is cheaper than most. By itself, cheaper is good. But again, it depends on the value of what you're actually getting in the bottle. Whether that's a deal or not. It's, like I said, $34.99 currently on bodybuilding.com's website. 30 servings in a bottle for $1.17 a serving. So we're here on the taste test portion. We've got our bodybuilding.com signature pre-workout. The flavor we've got today is the watermelon freeze. So let's give it a try, see what it tastes like. Following the package directions, we've got 1 level scoop. So we'll put that in there. The directions also say to add 6 to 8 ounces of water. So like usual, we split the difference and go with 7. So we've got our 7 ounces of water here. Pour that in there. Set that out of the way. And we'll give it to 10 shakes. See how it dissolves. Oh, it's a nice pink color. That's good for watermelon. So let's give it a smell here. That smells just like a watermelon Jolly Rancher. Yeah, smells good. The smell's spot on. Actually quite a bit of powder on top that did not dissolve. It's not good. So that's bad. No. The flavor's not good. There is some watermelon there. The smell was good. The taste is not. Quite tart. It's got an aftertaste that's not pleasant. That's not good. I don't know if you can see on the camera there, but there's all the white there on top. Powder that didn't dissolve. So let's just see if that'll. Oh man. Well, that's not good. So for that's a little better. Yeah, didn't help the taste though. It does have a slight watermelon taste to it. It's not very good. Not the worst pre-workout I've ever had, but as far as the taste, I wouldn't recommend the taste with this flavor. I would maybe, if you want to try it, go with a different flavor, but not the watermelon freeze. So there you go. This is the taste test. Now we're moving on to the ingredients portion of the bodybuilding.com pre-workout. So now we'll take a look at the ingredient list on here and see what's actually in the bottle. See what it is you're actually paying for. We've got here, the first part of the ingredient list is just a bunch of minerals, the calcium, magnesium, chloride, sodium, and potassium. We'll get back to that here in a minute when we get a little further down the ingredient list. And talk about all those, but for right now we're just going to hold on to those and keep going. The first real ingredient we have in here is the L-Citrulline. That's good. L-Citrulline is great. The pump ingredient, that's what gives you that good pump at the gym. I do like that they have the L-Citrulline, not the citrulline malate. A lot of companies use the citrulline malate to underdose the citrulline, so I prefer it when they have the L-Citrulline in instead. They do have it at 5 grams. 5 grams is good. I generally like to see 6 to 8. 6 to 8 is kind of the research standard used in a lot of research papers, most of the research papers. So I prefer to see 6 to 8. 5's close. 5's good. That's a good one to have. They did good on that one. The next ingredient is L-leucine. They got 3 grams of L-leucine. So leucine, a couple years ago, they figured out that leucine is the main amino acid in protein that spikes muscle protein synthesis. A lot of companies started putting leucine in all their supplements, saying that, oh, that's the one that causes muscle protein synthesis. More recently, they figured out that it is the one that is most responsible for that. However, It works best in combination, complete protein source like whey. Taking leucine by itself is not as good as just using whey protein in an equivalent amount. 3 grams of leucine in a pre-workout, I'm gonna say no. There's not really any point to that. The next one on the list is taurine. They've got 1 gram of taurine. Taurine, I like it in a pre-workout. There's 2 benefits to taurine. One, it helps mitigate some of the side effects of caffeine for some people. Jitteriness, an anxious feeling, heart racing. With larger amounts of caffeine, the taurine does help kind of mitigate that some. The other benefit to taurine is taurine has been shown to increase muscle contractility, resulting in some increase in strength and power. Taurine, I'd say, is a good ingredient. They've got 1 gram. 1 gram is a little low. Most of the research is around about 3 grams. Get the strength and power effects. As far as helping with the caffeine side effects, it depends on the dose of the caffeine, how tolerant you are to caffeine. So that's kind of dose dependent. Got 1 gram, so I'm quite a bit underdosed. The next one's caffeine. It's got 200 milligrams of caffeine. I really usually don't say much about the caffeine content. The caffeine pretty much just depends on the person. For one person, 200 milligrams of caffeine could be a lot. For somebody else, 200 milligrams could not be much at all. It really depends on your caffeine tolerance, so I usually don't tend to judge. Depends on the person using it. The next one on here is Beta-Alanine, 1,500 milligrams of Beta-Alanine. You all know how I feel about Beta-Alanine. If you don't, I'll include a link in the description. You can check out my video all about Beta-Alanine. Why it works, but why it's also a trash ingredient in pre-workouts. One of my pet peeves is companies who put it in their pre-workout. It is trash in a pre-workout. If you want to see that video, check out the link below. Below that's a hydration blend. That's where all those minerals are coming from. Calcium phosphate, potassium chloride, magnesium oxide, and sodium chloride. It's electrolytes to keep you hydrated. I don't think it's necessary in a pre-workout. If you're doing some kind of workout where you're really sweating and have to worry about dehydrating, bring Gatorade with you. Bring a electrolyte drink with you that's made for that. Not your pre-workout. Probably unnecessary. It's not bad. There we go. That's the ingredients in there. We'll move on. All right, now we're on to the final verdict here. Is it worth it? So we've got the Bodybuilding Signature pre-workout. This one is the Watermelon Freeze. Based on the price, the ingredients, and the taste, I would say overall it's probably about a 6 out of 10. The taste is decent, pretty good taste, so I like that. As far as the ingredients, the only effective ingredients you're getting the 200 milligrams of caffeine, and you're getting the 5 grams of citrulline, which is almost there. So you're really just paying for the caffeine and the citrulline. This was also on the cheaper end. It was $1.17 a serving, which for pre-workouts is definitely on the cheaper end. Is it worth it? Yeah, maybe for you. I think you could probably find better ones for just a little, if you're willing to spend just a little bit more money. I think you could definitely find some better ones. However, if you are trying to save some money and go on a cheaper route, this is probably one of the better cheap pre-workouts out there. So yeah, it depends on what you're after. If you want a high quality, great pre-workout, probably not this one, but then again, you're gonna have to spend a little bit more money to get that compared to this one. But like I said, if you want to get a cheaper entry-level basic pre-workout that tastes decent, this one's probably one of the better ones on the cheap end. So there you go. If you do me a favor, if you like this video, want to see more content like this, just hit the like button, subscribe, that way you don't miss any more of these I do. And big favor, if you could post in the comments any supplements that you want me to review next. I'm always looking for new supplements to review, pre-workouts, protein powders, basically any workout supplements out there. If you could just post it in the comments, I'll check those out and see what we can do next time. All right, thanks for watching.